Hopefully, people who find these diary entries in the future will find our sense of humor to be of interest. Over the centuries, what makes us laugh has changed from culture to culture. The Greeks carved these tiny little statues of men bending over and farting, real highbrow stuff. In the Middle East, around 0 AD, they used a form of Chinese exaggeration, making things as big as possible for the desired effect. When Jesus said it was easier for a camel to get through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to get into heaven, he was using humor to make a point. Today, we have the one-liner. It's the shortest distance between setup and payoff to get a laugh. I just happen to have a few examples. To drown out the sound of my snoring, my wife just got a sound wave machine. She set it on tsunami. Anytime I pass an animal emergency clinic, I always imagine a cat running in and saying, "There are dogs everywhere out there. Do something." Whenever anyone says it's in the 60s outside, it's my secret desire to open my front door and be greeted by hippies. The founder of IKEA recently passed away, but his funeral had to be delayed because his casket arrived unassembled and it was missing the screwdriver doohickey thing to put it together. Every time I go home, my mother insists on feeding me all my favorite foods from my childhood. I have not had Gerber strain peas for over 60 years, but they're not bad. Getting old and fat is like having spinach stuck in your teeth. Everyone sees it, but no one tells you it's there. Today's concert goers are so rude. The last show I went to, every time I yelled out, "Hey Siri, next song," people got mad at me. Before he made it as a singer, The Weeknd was known by his given name of Friday, Saturday, Sunday. To get back at all the late night drunks that keep me up in hotels, every time I have to get up at 4 a.m. to go to the airport, I run up and down the halls shouting, "I'm so sober!" Always appreciate what you have. Until paper and scissors were invented, children had to pass the time playing rock. The best definition I've ever heard of aspiration is that is what happens when your butt sweats. And finally, a question. Can we call a woman who's angry all the time habitual? Evidently not.